Surprise! Kim Kardashian did attend Paris Hilton's lavish wedding to Carter Reum and arrived with pal Kimora Lee Simmons, through a secret entrance, at Bel Air Estate. Kim Kardashian attended her friend Paris Hilton's wedding last night with Kimora Lee Simmons as her date. It was a surprise appearance as many guests did not expect the Hulu reality star to show up to the lavish nuptials. Instead of bringing love interest Pete Davidson or her ex Kanye West, Kim arrived with model and businesswoman Kimora. A wedding guest informs DailyMail.com that Kim and Kimora arrived via secret entrance about 20 minutes before the wedding ceremony began. Paris married entrepreneur Carter Reum at her late grandfather's Bel Air estate in a star-studded affair that included list guests Nicole Richie, Kim Kardashian, Emma Roberts, Ashley Benson, and Bebe Rexha. Kim looked dazzling in a black strapless gown with angular cutouts down the center of the front and back of the bodice. But before towards details, please subscribe the channel, and hit bell icon, and select the option, all. By this, we'll notify you whenever we blast breaking news here on YouTube. The form-fitting gown hugged her infamous curves and cascaded behind her with a long chiffon train. She accessorized simply with thick black hoop statement earrings by Balenciaga. The makeup mogul's glam was on point with fluttery lashes and dramatic winged black eyeliner and a nude lip. Her big statement was her hairstyle, however. Kim opted to slick back her raven locks in a center part at the nape of her neck with an extra long, thigh-skimming braid. Kimora, meanwhile, also donned a romantic mermaid-cut black gown with delicate draped off the shoulder sleeves. She upped the ante with an Angelina Jolie-level thigh-high slit in the front. The fashion designer stunned with her shiny raven locks styled in side-swept old Hollywood waves. Simmons sparked with a diamond-encrusted watch and layers of diamond necklaces with large diamond stud earrings. On her feet, the former wife of Russell Simmons wore tall strappy black high heels with a crystal tassel on the front. Also attending, Evan Ross, Paula Abdul, Kim Petras, Meghan Trainor and Daryl Sabara, Steve Wynn and Andrea Hissam, Lele Pons, Derek Blasberg, Robin Antin, showman Jeff Beecher, as well as Princess Maria Olympia of Greece. Demi Lovato also performed. Guests were banned from taking photos, but some audibly gasped with excitement when they arrived as they thought Kim wasn't coming, as guests had already been seated for an hour before Kim and Kimora took their seats. Despite the photo ban, Kimora managed to sneak a few snaps onto social media the day after the wedding. She shared 2 selfies to her Instagram story. One photo of just herself was captioned, "Classic glam for a special night." The second was a sweet photo of herself with date Kim with the pair making kissy faces. She captioned that one on her story, "I love you Kim Kardashian." Paris and Kim, who used to be the best of friends, had a falling out and over the last several years rekindled their friendship. Got some one-on-one BFF time at Paris's wedding. Despite not being one of Paris's bridesmaids, Kim was on hand to snap some photos with Hilton. The two were pictured at the start of the night, as evidenced by Paris being in her first of 4 wedding gowns. They chatted merrily together on the happy occasion, and Kim was seen doing her duty as friend of the bride and fluffing Paris's veil so it laid just right for photos. Later, she was spotted at her table seated with Paris's other former best friend, Nicole Richie. The House of Harlow designer, who previously starred with Hilton on The Simple Life, also opted for a perennially chic all-black outfit. The guest revealed. Other guests in the room included Robin Antin, Derek Blasberg, Laura Kim aka Toki Bunbun. Paris kept changing dresses throughout the night and looked radiant and stunning. Everyone had a great time, but don't expect to see anything on social media. You'll have to watch Paris's upcoming reality show on Peacock. The hotel heiress also gave a first glimpse at her custom Oscar de la Renta bridal gown as she took to Instagram on Thursday evening following the ceremony. Reports claimed that Paris had only decided on the dress late the night before, and that she had also changed the venue in the weeks leading up to the big event. Paris did not debut her wedding ring in the glamorous snapshot, but instead flashed her impressive engagement ring at the camera as she held her veil over her face. She captioned the image, "My forever begins today. 11/11ths just married forever Hilton Reum." Paris, who got engaged to Carter in February, was a vision of beauty in her bridal gown, which was made of mesh and covered in bright white floral appliques. It also featured a chic mock neckline and long sleeves. Her bright blonde tresses were styled into a sleek bun, with her side bangs curled and left out to frame her face. Paris's face was impeccably made up and she sported a classic French manicure. A source told that Paris selected her dress late last night, adding that her and her venture capitalist husband were surrounded by a lot of love and support, leading up to the big day. Along with a slew of celebrities, Paris and Carter exchanged "I do's" in front of the socialite's close friends and family, including Mother Kathy, Father Rick, Brother Conrad, and Aunt Kyle Richards. Their opulent nuptials included an enormous wooden dance floor constructed outside, as well as flower arrangements in the shape of the bride and groom's initials. The grounds of the estate boasts not only a tennis court but also a large pool house. After the over-the-top reception, Kim Kardashian made a pit stop to a local convenience store. The bombshell was still dressed in her Balenciaga jewelry and Rick Owens gown. She likely turned quite a few heads at the small Quickie Mart. Kathy and Rick rolled up to the evening ceremony just before sunset in a black chauffeured vehicle that was parked near the Bel Air Mansion's entry. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star stunned in a white heart-patterned wrap dress and a pair of blush-toned heels. She styled her blonde hair in voluminous curls and accessorized with a single pair of diamond stud earrings. Rick, cut a classic figure in a solid black suit paired with white dress shirt and a black tie. Paris's aunt Kyle Richards looked like the ultimate glamour girl in an emerald green mermaid-style gown as she arrived with her husband Mauricio Amansky. The actress styled her brunette hair in loose curls and modeled various pieces of silver jewelry boasting emerald stones. Paris's younger brother Conrad Hilton cut a casual figure in a black designer sweatshirt and a pair of loose-fitting charcoal pants. Emma Roberts walked hand-in-hand with best pal Kate Hudson, while rocking a chic black tulle dress and an oversized blazer. The actress, who welcomed her first child with actor Garrett Hedlund last year, sported a sleek middle part and toted her belongings in a structured designer purse. Bebe Rexha showcased her killer curves in bright blue strapless dress with a dramatic slit-up one leg. The singer-songwriter slipped her feet into a pair of matching pointed toe pumps and modeled a stunning lariat necklace that fell into her cleavage. Bebe brought along her hunky producer boyfriend Kian Safiari, who was captured throwing on a suit jacket as he chatted with his pop star partner. Ashley Benson modeled a similar silhouette to Biebs but with a silky black skirt and a stylish black velvet bodice. The Pretty Little Liars star added height to her petite frame with a pair of strappy platform heels and slung a woven Louis Vuitton bag over her shoulder. Jordan Barrett looked fresh off the runway in a stylish pinstripe suit and brown designer loafers. Paula Abdul offered a friendly wave as she arrived to Hilton's Bel Air estate in a plunging maroon jumpsuit with ruffled legs and semi-sheer sleeves. Rachel Zoe turned heads in a bright yellow caftan gown with a neckline embellished with a number of silver appliques shaped like ivy. The designer was drenched in sparkly jewels and carried her belongings in a chic silver clutch. Zoe was joined by her handsome husband Roger Berman. Nicole Williams-English looked every bit the bombshell in a teal curve clinging gown with a sheer white bodice and silver detailing. The model arrived beside her football player husband Larry English. Steve Wynn, 79, looked dapper in a velvet tuxedo and a bow tie as he approached the wedding venue with his gorgeous wife Andrea Hissam. Christine Chu stunned in a blush toned off-the-shoulder gown, which she paired with black sky-high Christian Louboutin heels and a dramatic diamond necklace with matching bracelet. Evan Ross seemingly arrived to the star-studded wedding without wife Ashley Simpson. Alice and Olivia's CEO Stacey Bendit showed off her enviably slender legs in a green high-low gown. Cop cars were in close proximity to the sprawling estate as guests trailed in one by one. There were also several U-Hauls and a crew of men in blue suit jackets waiting to assist attendees. One guest was captured on the back of a golf cart with some of the event staff and another guest. Paris has proudly been showing off her gigantic engagement ring, an emerald-cut diamond ring from Jean Doucette that was rumored to have set Carter back an eye-watering $2 million when he proposed in February. The happy couple have been romantically involved since December of 2019, although they had known each other for over a decade. Talking about their decision to get married, Paris said in February, "This past year with COVID has accelerated so many things. As someone who traveled constantly, I had a chance to stay home and reevaluate what was important to me. My relationship and the time I spent with Carter was a gift." Meanwhile, Carter said, "I have gotten the unique opportunity to get to know the real Paris on a daily basis, just the two of us during these past 15 months, and I couldn't be more excited and lucky to have her as my future wife and partner." Adding, "She shines with her kindness, work ethic, authenticity and her voice in making the world a better place, and she will do the same as a future mother and wife." It was revealed this month by Page Six that Paris changed her wedding venue just 1 week before the big day. It had previously been reported that the ceremony portion of the lavish 3-day affair would be taking place at the Good Shepherd Church in Beverly Hills. However, an invited guest divulged that plans had now changed. "It changed about a week or so ago. It's changed several times. Originally, they were going to get married in the church, but they switched it about a week or so ago," a source told the publication. In order to ensure maximum privacy, save the dates sent out in October had no disclosed location, and the new RSVPs which were sent out on Wednesday, November 3rd also had no addresses listed reportedly. New email invitations went out Wednesday to confirm attendance, but there still aren't any addresses listed, the source said. As the whole thing will be filmed for the upcoming Peacock series Paris in Love, the same source remarked, "They will be filming to death." An insider had previously told the publication of the wedding plans. They sent out the save the date. They didn't include the location, but the reception is going to be at Barron's house. It was also added that the first invitation came in a blue box. It sort of looked like a Tiffany's box. Paris's late grandfather Barron's sprawling Bel Air mansion is 15,000 square feet, and was owned by the hotel magnate for 60 years before it was sold to former Google CEO Eric Schmidt in May. It also served as the backdrop for a then 19-year-old Hilton's 2000 Vanity Fair photo shoot shot by David LaChapelle. Of planning the nuptials, the Cooking with Paris star previously told Extra, "It's been the most exciting and romantic time in my life. I just can't wait for the wedding. It's stressful planning it." And during that September chat, her mom Kathy Hilton had accidentally disclosed that the lavish 3-day affair would include a carnival. A source had confirmed her brief slip-up as they shared, "There will be 3 parties including a carnival-themed bash at Santa Monica Pier, and also an out-of-towners dinner." Reum, an entrepreneur and venture capitalist, popped the question in February with a 15 to 20 carat engagement ring estimated to cost nearly $2 million, following nearly a year and a half of dating. According to sources, she has an eye-popping $60,000 wedding registry through luxury store Gary's Beverly Hills. Barron died aged 91 in 2019 at his Los Angeles home and left almost all of his fortune to a charitable foundation named after his famous hotelier father, but surviving family members, which include grandchildren Paris and Nikki, will have still got millions. The Conrad N. Hilton Foundation inherited about 97% of Barron Hilton's estate. The foundation expected to grow its endowment from $2.9 billion to $6.3 billion, source reported at the time. Founded in 1944 by Conrad Hilton, the man who founded the Hilton Hotel empire, the foundation provides funds to nonprofit organizations working to improve the lives of individuals living in poverty and experiencing disadvantage throughout the world. According to its website, the charity gives to Catholic Sisters, disaster relief and recovery, foster youth, homelessness, hospitality, workforce development, safe water, and young children affected by HIV and AIDS. Hilton's family said he died of natural causes. He transformed Hilton into the industry's top brand during his 30 years as its chief executive. The Blackstone Group bought the international chain's 2,800 hotels, including its famed Waldorf Astoria, for $26 billion in 2007. The Hilton family mourns the loss of a remarkable man, said Stephen M. Hilton, his son and chairman of the Conrad N. Hilton Foundation, said in a statement. He lived a life of great adventure and exceptional accomplishment. An avid pilot who served as a Navy photographer during World War II, Hilton didn't begin working for his father's company until 1951, after he'd made his own fortune in orange juice products, an oil company and an aircraft leasing business. Hilton also founded the Los Angeles Chargers in the AFL and oversaw the AFL-NFL merger. William Barron Hilton was born in Dallas in 1927 to Conrad N. Hilton, the founder of Hilton Hotels, and Mary Adelaide Barron. Hilton challenged his father's will, arguing the foundation's shares of Conrad Hilton's fortune that were being used to help Catholic nuns could leave the company open to a hostile takeover in a 10-year legal battle that ended in a settlement. "It was a very painful decade," Hilton told USA Today in 1995. Hilton versus the nuns was not the best public relations move. Hilton's wife, Marilyn Holly Hilton, died in 2004.